Hi, this is Paul. Peyton Manning, hero or villain? I kind of wanted to make this video about Peyton Manning actually last week, I think, or maybe even the week before, I think. But then I did other videos ahead of this. But I decided since Peyton Manning officially retired from the NFL the other day, now is a good time as any to. And I always want to do a kind of sports related video as well on my channel as well. Peyton Manning, I always had a good feeling about him. Always, the good old boy with the good old shucks persona, always humble, the great quarterback with the quick fire release, getting to the line, audible-being real quick, and just getting the ball out real quick. And I always felt sorry for him because he used to always seemed like he always used to lose to Tom Brady in the AFC Championship games all the time. I know he had a losing record, I think, overall against Tom Brady, and I always kind of felt sympathy for him. And now when the Super Bowl was a few weeks ago, I kind of selfishly didn't want him to win because of two things. Because of Cam Newton, he was having that historical season. I kind of wanted him as an African American to complete it, and I had a sense of pride about that. So I kind of wanted not to beat him because of that, and then, but more selfishly because I'm a New York Giants fan, football Giants fan, and I'm an Eli Manning fan, and the fact that he had two Super Bowls versus Peyton's one, I kind of always wanted him to have that over his brother. So that's why I kind of didn't want him to win. So, but they won. Denver defense was ferocious, and they humbled Cam Newton, and they deserved to win. Okay, so Peyton got his second Super Bowl ring, and then there was always these rumors of whether he's going to retire or not, or come back, go to a different team, whatever. Okay, now, like I said, Peyton Manning always had a good, this all shucks persona, and he did, all these commercials, and just a friendly, everyday guy. Everybody. I don't think you could find that many people that had to say a bad word about Peyton Manning, and of course, but then a few weeks ago, I think it was a few weeks ago, or maybe a couple of months ago, where there was the HGH allegation where there was HGH delivered to his wife because she had an injury, a neck injury, I think, and people were speculating. I think there was even a guy that came out. They caught him on tape saying that he was doing it for Peyton, but of course Peyton flatly denied it, and of course there's no proof. So of course you can't buy a rumor. Basically, there's always sports figures. There's always rumors about them doing stuff, so you can't really take that seriously. But then there was the lawsuit by I think 6 female athletes against the University of Tennessee, and of course they brought back an incident that happened in 1996 between Peyton Manning and a female trainer, where he said he mooned her, and she basically said he dropped trowel where she was checking his ankle for an injury, and basically put his buttocks and his general area on her face. And of course she pushed him up, and of course she filed a complaint, and there was a settlement, of course, and there was this confidential agreement, and then she left the university, okay, and got another job. And then years later, Peyton and Manning and his father wrote a book where they brought up this incident again and again blamed the female trainer. And of course, she sued him again for violating the confidentiality agreement, of course. And then I think a few years later, again, they did like a ESPN, one of those specials where he brought it up again. And it made me really think about, Jesus, maybe Peyton Manning is not such a good guy. I mean, there's been no real incidents, no off the field incidents with him or nothing, or arrest or assault or anything else. He's always been humble, so to speak. But this incident with this female trainer has really made me step back and say, whoa, maybe he's not such a good guy. I mean, you can Google it and look up the fine details of it and stuff, but it just kind of made you think again, what Charles Barkley said about athletes being role models. Sometimes it's not always good to worship but then again, I think, sometimes it's not good to worship people unless you know a person, unless you with them every day, you don't really know what people are capable of doing. Okay, and like I said, it could be a he say she said stuff, and then they settle to they keep it out of the press and keep it and let it die down and stuff. So you don't know if it really is true on her part or on his part. So, but it just goes to show you can't really know. You don't really know a person unless you really know them, unless you're around them every day and you're in their circle. So Peyton Manning, hero or villain? I say he's neither. I mean, he can be a hero to some and villain to others, but to me, he's just a football player who had a great career and retired. So I'll leave it at that. Okay. Anyway, let me know what you think of Peyton Manning. Feel free to leave comments down below. And this is Paul saying so long and take care.